people, and welcome back to another episode of the Broken Silence podcast. I'm your host, Hayden, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host,
Soraya, René.
And also on our panel today, we have
Aretha.
Mr. Fernao.
All right, guys, so this is our final episode. So I wanted to ask any of you, if you have any questions, do you want to, just voice it now, or forever hold your peace?
Yeah. You know what? I got a question for the ladies, and I want you to answer this as honestly as possible.
Take the stage.
Okay, cool.
Incriminating.
So now, obviously, we're in the 21st century now, isn't it?
Come on now.
Cool. So the dynamics of men and women and how society is in terms of like working and all that kind of stuff it's changed a lot. So obviously, you had a lot of kind of values and a lot of things that were a portion of roles. Let's say roles that were for men and women back in the days, and obviously these were done for a specific reason. Now a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, patriarchy," all that kind of stuff. But there were certain roles that were portioned to men and to women back in the days for certain reasons. Okay, so now you had a lot of things like men taking women out, blah, 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 buying them stuff, doing that kind of stuff, which makes sense.
Get to the point.
Because back in the days, men were the only people working. Women weren't working, they were at home, so the women were seen more as the carers and they were doing all that stuff. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Cool. We're shifted to the 21st century now, where although there is still kind of inequality, there's been a massive step for kind of equality in that sense, where women can work, sometimes earn a lot more, a lot better than men, all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit more equality now. Now the question is...
Sorry.
No, because I think I know where he's going.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm shook.
The question is, these roles and, things that were portioned to men and women back then, should we still uphold the same standards that we did back then now? If not, what do you believe we should do away with and what things should be kept? Because nowadays I see a lot of, I wouldn't say picking and choosing, but I've seen from my experience that a lot of women are picking kind of old traditional values that are nice and it suits them, and the ones that don't suit them so much and they don't really like, they're like, no, that's old, that's old, why are you guys still doing that? We're in the 21st century. And guys can't really do that.
This is coming off his chest, bruv. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Guys can't really do that. So I want to know from your kind of point of view, where do you sit on that? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's just, that's life and that's the way it is? What's your point?
That's the way it is.
Things will never be the same. Man, do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, but yeah, women should be doing this. I'm just like, and then I hear another thing. I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like if we're gonna say, right, women should get more jobs in this and we should be allowed to do this and feminist this and be doing that, I feel like if we're gonna do that, we got to go all the way with it. We can't pick and choose. Like, it is what it is. And I'm guilty of it as well. Like, we can't pick and choose what we want to do. If you want to go all the way in the feminist thing, go all the way. If you don't want to do it, keep back and don't call yourself a feminist. That's it. It's simple.
Are you a feminist?
No.
Good.
Oh, no!
No, I'm not.
Good.
Soraya was sitting on ready, boy.
It's
She was
fair that
ready.
way.
I'm not a feminist because, I don't know, I just feel like I can't be bothered. You know what it is? I can't be bothered with the arguments. That's why I'm not a feminist. I will argue if I'm like something about black people or blah blah blah, but I can't argue about feminism because that just goes too deep. Like, I ain't got time for all of that, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have time for the whole feminist thing. It's
I can't lie. I think it's based on how we're brought up as well. It's all about values and stuff, but it's about what different people are brought up now. The women who feel as if the man should stay at home and look after the kids and wash the dishes and cook, that's your personal problem. But I was always taught from young, you got to know how to wash, cook, clean the house for when you get married. I was never told that you can't work, but you need to do these basic stuff, not just for your man, so you can run a household in general. Do you understand?
okay. First of all, I'm not a feminist, but I don't believe there's certain things that I don't agree on in terms of like teaching your daughter, right, you need to learn how to cook, clean, do this, do that, wash the clothes, make sure you take care of your husband. Yeah, take care of your husband, but make sure when you have your son, you do the same exact thing. Like, you teach your son how to cook, to clean, to do that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but whether my mum said it to me or not, I'm happy because I can do those things and I can run a household. So let's say I don't get married, I can still run a household. I can still cook and clean. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's saying that, oh, you shouldn't teach your daughters this stuff. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But that's how I'm brought up, and I'm just going to stick true to my roots. Do you understand? Like, this is one time I will claim this because I'm very strong on our upbringing and morals. And I feel like that's just a part of it.
Are you a black woman?
I'm black.
She wants to
black and
proud.
Where's she?
But that's the only time I will say that because I love our morals and how we're brought up within the black community. I feel like we're so stable. And listen, even listen, even though my mum taught me that, she taught my brothers as well.
Yeah. It depends what type of household you live in.
And I'm just talking from
black
my own
household you
personal
live in as well.
Yeah. We were all taught how to cook and clean. Same way she told me to cook and clean, and so I can look after a household and with my husband. Same way they were told, listen, if your wife is sick, you need to be able to blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's how you're brought up.
It is how you're brought up, but is your question more on even like working wise as well?
I think it's in general. It's all aspects. Yeah. Like I'm seeing, like I mentioned, a lot of kind of picking and choosing. It's like, men should still be kind of like, when they take me on a date, they should pay for me, or when they do all kind of traditional kind of things. For
immature and small-minded people, and I do not have time for them type of conversations. Yeah. Big man thing, like, listen, if you know the guy that ain't got no money, but you like the guy or whatever, just pay for the meal. Like, it's done.
I'd rather not pay for my meal on the first date, anyways. I'd rather not. Do you understand?
And
I don't want any outstanding balance, so please let me just pay for my meal and go. I can't lie.
Done out here,
Let me just pay for my meal and go. And the next minute you have an argument 20 years and I'm like, remember I paid for your meal on the first date, blah 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 blah. Cool. I'd rather not. No soul ties around here.
Wow.
Soul ties.
What, through spending money?
Yeah, soul ties, man.
Already.
Yeah, done out here. So are you saying you wouldn't pay for the your first date?
I'm saying I would.
Oh, you would?
Because I don't want an outstanding balance at the end of it.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what you're saying. I thought you were saying they want an outstanding balance. Like,
no, I don't want an outstanding balance. I don't want to owe anything. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Let me pay for my side, and that's it. And
it's how you're brought up. If you're a very independent woman, then cool. If you're like people like on other TV shows or whatever,
and the girls that would spend money on their training instead of putting it in their savings account and they're broke, them girls.
And make them pick they look like trashy bag, but they got Balenciagas on their feet.
And weave, but you
you don't even shop at AliExpress. You go like big Instagram weave shopping, but you pick the look
and your mum's struggling at home, scraping the
bottom of the jollof rice pot, eating the burnt part
to make it stretch.
Thank you,
you can't even go and buy a simple McDonald's. Balenciagas. There's a rice at home.
That's funny. Sorry, that's funny.
No, I don't know, that whole feminist thing. Do you know what? I used to talk about it before, but there's so many depths, like up and down with it. Do you know what? I've given up with it. I've actually given up because I can't be asked anymore, and people come for me, do what you want to do, but if it's not my battle, being a feminist is not my battle. It's all about your personal beliefs. I don't believe in like a patriarchal society. Don't get twisted. I don't believe men should be doing this and women should be doing that. I believe women should be firefighters as well, as much as men should be firefighters. I believe women should be cleaning up the streets as much as men. Dustbin
do
men.
What you want.
Like, do what you need to do. Go and hustle. Go and make your peas, innit?
Do what you
but
want.
That ain't my battle. Feminism, it's not my battle. I don't want to hear that question. It's not my battle.
And I can't lie, I don't need to be a feminist because if I want to do what I want to do, you think you're going to tell me?
Exactly.
You think you're going to tell me not to do it? I don't need to fight for my rights because I know my rights and I can do what I want.
But hey, wait, whoa.
No, I can.
I feel like we should be fighting, as women, we should fight for our rights. Don't get it twisted. Because we've been paid a way, innit? We've been paid. There's a way that's been paid for us. We're allowed to vote now. If those girls, if those women didn't do what they did for us, we wouldn't be here today, even talking with you men.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there probably would have been just an all men podcast. What do you mean, women? What would do women? They just go and cook and clean and go. You know what I
Locked
mean?
in the chamber.
Yeah, just go and cook and clean. But now we're here being able to talk with men and actually influence men as much as you guys influence us as well. Do you know what I mean? We're here to educate you. You are here to educate us. Back in the day, we couldn't do that. So don't ever get twisted. We do have rights. We do have rights, but I'm not here for the feminist talk.
Does that answer your question?
Boy, it's more for the viewers than me. Innit?
No,
So-
there's one for us now. You guys go out.
Alright, cool. I'm not gonna. Oh no.
Man,
I've got a question.
Nah.
they don't care about us. Let's be real.
wanna say it,
Let's
but
be real.
they
They
don't
don't
really
care.
care about us.
They don't care.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a scenario, yeah, and
Okay,
a question
go
at
on.
the same time. You see, like, for example, yeah.
Break it down.
You've met a beautiful woman, yeah.
Come
You
on.
meet
now.
her. You go out with her.
Mm.
You've been together for like a good 3 years or whatever, and like get married, but you're Christians, yeah, and you've never had sex, and then you looking at
You better continue.
you never had sex in it or whatever like that. So as a woman that you never had sex with a guy, yeah, then you get married now. But then it comes to the having sex part, right?
Yeah.
And making love, you know, as married couples, and sex is not good. You tried multiple times. You're attracted to her, the marriage is going great, but it's just not there.
Mm.
What do you do?
Lord of mercy, I couldn't even tell you.
What
couldn't even tell you,
What do
boy.
you do?
Well,
Boy.
This is a serious
I think
question.
It's
yeah.
deep. It's deep though. It's very
and a
deep.
lot of like people don't talk about it because
Yeah.
they're embarrassed.
I'm
to
sure it
talk about
happens.
But
No,
I'm
no,
sure it
definitely
happens.
happens.
Like,
I'm sure it definitely
how do you
happens.
deal with
100%.
that?
I'm not in that position at the moment, but
I'm not either. But still, like, I just want to.
I'd like to think, why isn't it good in the first place? Is it more to do with you or more to do with the person?
It's definitely you.
Because we know.
No, not you, not you, not
What
you,
do you think?
but
Men,
men,
Okay.
men.
It's not you, bro.
Men.
Oh,
So the enjoyment is to do with the man. He's not enjoying it because
Wait. What? Wait. You said it's the man's fault.
No,
What?
I'm telling you, like what you're saying, it's probably the woman that's gonna come away feeling unsatisfied in it.
No, but what if-
the guy would be like, yeah. It was. But I feel like it's always the woman that will walk away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, but that's what gets discounted because
She
in
knows,
the minds of the women,
she knows.
straight away they're like, oh well, men enjoy it anyway, so it's no problem. But a guy
Deal with
could be
it.
going around crying at the end of the night thinking that was terrible, man. But no one cares what the guy's feeling. No one's
Yeah,
thinking.
about where her questions coming
No,
from.
I'm asking the guy. No, because if that was, then it would be the guy asking the guy. I'm
Yeah,
asking
she's like from a guy's
girl's
perspective.
perspective. To a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
I'm asking you guys if for you it's not that great.
Yeah. So I think if that was to happen to me, I would need to kind of find out why is it not great? Why is it not good?
Okay,
And
this is what
obviously-
my next
Probably
question
not
is:
a
how do you go about it? Do you like sit down with your wife, or is it after
Listen.
sex you do it? Like, oh baby, I'm not gonna lie, that was dead me, boy. Like, what do you
No,
do?
but
Like,
who's gonna do that like realistically to someone they
there
love?
are bad man men out there.
Then why are you
There are
marrying someone?
men, huh?
Why are you marrying someone just to tell them that?
Listen, let me tell you something. You don't know a man to his full until them dead. I'm sorry, but I feel like you don't always know your
Wait, what?
Where did we go?
In the grave? What?
I told you they don't care about us.
I'm like, raw. Exposure for real, boy.
No, I didn't mean like that. I meant you don't always. I don't feel like you know someone 100%.
No,
That's what I
true.
meant.
That's true.
You don't know someone 100% personally. For me, you can know them like 85%, 90%, even 99%, but you don't always know them 100%.
So you don't know them.
No, but you know what? You know what? You're married to this person, innit?
Yeah.
So that means there's hundreds and
Why
hundreds.
did your eyes go down?
Because you don't know them. That's what the question's about, no?
No, I'm talking.
You're married to them, innit? So there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times and attempts to get things right.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
what I'm
what's
asking.
not
That's what I'm asking.
going right. So
Yeah.
you be like, you know what? Next time, I'm gonna tell her this.
Yeah.
Oh, this wasn't right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
she
yeah.
suggests, oh, should we do this?
Yeah,
Should we
yeah,
go
yeah,
that
yeah.
way? Should we do this? Should we go there?
But
How can we
will you
spice it
know
up?
You haven't had sex before you're married, so you
It
don't
doesn't
know what
matter.
you're doing.
Sex is not evil.
I'm just... What?
I'm a big man. I know what's involved, so I know it's about. So I can't be shy and be like, oh, well, I don't,
No,
know.
yeah. But
Maybe
you
I touch her and she goes pregnant.
Nah, I'm done with you.
Do I touch her shoulder and she goes, like, come on. Like.
She said it's a Christian couple, okay?
That's fine.
All
Christian
right.
couples,
So you
they
don't
know.
know
Yeah,
what-
they
you don't
know.
know what you're
Christian
doing.
couples know.
Let me tell you something.
Christian
Shaman
couples
knows.
know.
Hey,
They know.
Just because I ain't done the act doesn't mean
They
I don't
know what them
know
are doing.
what
they
needs to be
know
done.
what they are doing.
They know what they're doing.
Christian men
In-
know.
in-
I'm trying to help you if you're
They know.
Christian.
They
in the
know what they're
Amazonian
doing.
forest,
That's what I'm asking.
rainforest, where they have no media, no nothing. These
They
people are so
know.
humping
Yeah.
and producing babies, so they
They
know
know,
what they're
rude
doing.
boy.
Like,
They
there's
know, man.
no-
So remember,
They
sex
know.
is a
It's
natural
natural,
thing, you
it's a
know.
natural
God
thing.
gave us to do
God
it.
gave us the. So when it comes to the act, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Facts.
Obviously, one party might not enjoy it as much as the other, and then it's up
Yeah.
to you to say, okay, cool.
So
What do
you think-
enjoy
and-
doing?
all right.
What do I enjoy
Yeah.
doing? How
So you
can
think
we meet in
that's
the
how
middle?
we do
How
that?
can?
Yeah, yeah.
It's all about
How do you
communication.
Yeah.
How do you know what you enjoy doing though?
The problem, huh?
How do you know what you enjoy doing?
What do you mean?
How do you know
Because
what you're
The
doing?
first time you've done it, you haven't enjoyed it.
Okay,
So
that's
you
fine. So you keep
don't
doing
know
it.
what
You-
you
Dust
enjoy
yourself
doing.
off and
That's
try
the whole
again.
point.
Keep on
No,
doing
that's what
what?
you keep-
That's the whole
Christian,
point.
Christian, you're not gonna go read a book or watch some videos.
No, but you keep on doing the act, and you say, "Oh,
Trust
I
me,
didn't enjoy
don't-
that bit."
It-
As a Christian, you're
I'm
clueless.
done.
You don't know anything.
No.
No,
Let's
that's-
stop.
Christians are
find
not
a way.
Christians.
You'll find
you
a
don't know
way.
anything.
Christians
Christians
are not
actually live in a world, you know.
Yeah, like saying that specific position. How do Christians even know that position if they're so?
That's what's
Have you guys
happening.
seen-
Have you guys seen the Christian
That's
lady
what's
when they get married and they come into church? They got that glow.
That glow.
Have you seen that glow?
that glow.
That
That glow is from all night.
Well, that glow that's been passed over from before they were married to all night.
Nah. Mad.
Sorry.
Nah.
It's just that
Listen.
girl saying, "Yeah, we're being legal now.
Yeah.
We're doing it the right way now.
That's crazy. But yeah,
You know, there's a lot. There's a lot more issues, a lot more questions that can come
There's
off
a
that.
lot more
Because
stuff.
there'll be
Yeah.
times where
Yeah.
you might have been doing it the first time and you realize, oh, your man, he might be impotent. What do you do?
What does that mean?
Impotent means he can't get erect.
Oh,
What do you do?
might as well get.
But I'm
you
sorry,
might as well
but
get
as a
Viagra.
married, sorry, before you get married, you should tell that your wife, your soon-to-be wife, that. That's
How do
horrible.
you know? How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
What? So you're telling me man don't get horny?
He does.
If you saw your wife in a sexy dress,
So
so
you
while
want-
you're dating,
so
you don't get horny,
you-
don't stand
So,
up.
so if a man
You're
loves
like, oh
a
my god,
woman,
my baby looks good.
if a man,
I don't get it. I'm sure
wait,
you
so
would
if a
know.
man, if a man loves a
dead.
woman,
You
if
would
a
know.
man
That's
loves a
a line
woman,
from
yeah,
hell.
he
You
wants to
would
get
know.
married to her.
Yeah.
He knows he's impotent. He knows he's struggling with this
Yeah.
condition. Is he gonna come and say, you know what, I love you so much, baby, but
Yeah.
I just can't get up, so we can't.
You
get
guys will
married
probably
anymore.
laugh as well.
Yeah,
No one's
because
gonna
he
do that.
No, I
knows
wouldn't
that
laugh.
ring,
That's
that
bad, man.
engagement
That's
ring
not-
is
that's
like
not
rolling
nice.
off my finger.
What?
Back in
Nah. There's your ring. I'm
Wait,
going
is this
home.
how Wait, so this is how cold women are?
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I'm not cold,
It's
man.
peak, it's peak.
No, I'm not.
No. How am I even sitting next to you right now? I can't
Nah,
even believe you.
listen, viewers,
Nah.
I'm different from this girl. Don't know her. We're not from the same tribe.
Wow,
I'm
this
not.
is
I'm not.
crazy.
I'm not. She's crazy, rude boy.
Yo, they don't care about us. You know?
No.
What?
the way you're lying to yourself, I can just see you shaking.
No, but you know what's even funny? Look, sex is natural. In the context
Okay.
of marriage,
Alright.
you should explore as
Why
don't
people
let
treat Christians as if they're not humans?
Yeah,
I don't
like
like
human
that.
beings,
I really don't like that.
they go through the same temptations, they go through the same emotions,
true,
they go
it's
through
true.
everything.
It's
like
true.
a Christian man will see his wife, if she's beautiful, he's like, damn,
Yeah.
I wanna.
So you're saying a
wanna-
Christian
I wanna
man?
get in
A
there.
Christian
You
man?
wanna do it,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
Like.
So let's not
That's
limit it
not
and say,
right.
oh,
I don't understand.
obviously there's
True.
some
And that's
areas that
And
are
that's-
no
and
go.
that's the
Yeah.
problem,
Like you
though.
need to stop.
But don't you think that's the problem? Like churches treat Christian men as if they can't have these feelings. So when they do have these feelings,
It's not even
like
them.
they
It's the
try-
woman. It's even worse for the woman.
Yeah,
They treat
exactly.
the woman like,
like
don't talk to any man. Just look there. Just look there. He's good looking. Doesn't
Because I can't lie.
Jesus, my husband. It's Jesus.
yeah, Jesus
Right.
is your
98% of men in the church, they're not virgins.
No, of course they're not.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
they're
true.
not virgins.
It's true.
But that's
well.
I think everyone knows this though. I feel like
it's
most
not hidden.
people
It's not
know
hidden.
it.
It's not
Bro,
hidden.
these pastors know it.
Okay, so guys, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for making season 1 bang. It was amazing. I would not trade it, and I just want to say a special thank you to Huios Productions, who was behind the filming and everything, and also shout out to Shunt, my manager and co-producer. She has put so much work in. I thank you, sis. I love you. Thank you so much, and to everyone who has been supportive, much love to you guys. And wait for season 2. It's gonna bang. Until then, we're gone.
Yeah.
Yay.